Welcome to the Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023, organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Ibukrama with support from ExxonMobil Foundation. Hi there, my name is Ravin Diodad. Very pleased to be with you once again. And now we're into our final quarterfinal matchup. Our winner here will go into our semifinals. So who are the players, two schools going up against each other? It's Northwest Secondary, all the way from Region 1, going up against Madia Secondary from Region 8. Let us meet our players from Northwest Secondary. First of all, let's have them introduce themselves.
My name is Angelica Gunpot. I attend Northwest Secondary School and I am in Form 1.
My name is Crystal James. I attend Northwest Secondary School and I am in Form 1.
My name is Gracelyn Chakan. I attend Northwest Secondary School and I'm in Form 1.
And across the way, Madia Secondary, their opponents for this particular matchup. Let's have them introduce themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Javina Clario. I attend Madia Secondary School and I'm in Form 1.
Hello everyone, my name is Shelly Gavayo. I attend Madia Secondary School and I'm in Form 1.
My name is Leon Wilson. I attend Madia Secondary School and I'm in Form 1.
Well, we're about ready to get into our questions. Let's just remind you that this series of programs organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Ibukrama with support from ExxonMobil Foundation. First question will be going to Northwest Secondary, and Angelica, need the answer in 5 seconds, but if you have it, give us before that. What is the general name given to oil, gas, and coal, etc.? There's a general name given to oil, gas, natural gas, coal, etc.
Is it fossil fuels?
Fossil fuels would work for 5 points. Now, the next time you ask me, is it fossil fuel? I said, I don't know, I'm asking you the question. Anyway, no, it is fossil fuel. That's correct. Javina, your question. Give me an example of a clean energy source. Some energy sources we label as clean. I want you to give me an example of a clean energy
Biomass.
source. Say that again.
Biomass.
Give me another one. That's not a popular one.
Hydropower. I guess solar, wind.
Yeah, what is the source? What's the source? You're on the right track. That's why I'm giving you a chance to clarify.
Renewable energy. Renewable energy.
Renewable energy coming from...
Clean energy.
You're there. I mean, you're actually walking around the answer, and that's why I keep giving you one more chance. What's the source of any of the renewable energy you're talking about? Give me a source. Too long, Javina. Angelica.
Water and wind?
Water, wind, all
Sunlight.
these kinds of things, sun and so on. You tell me hydro, but you had to explain what you meant by hydro, right? Sorry about that there. But you were so close, and that's why I was allowing you to get to what I think you knew. Anyhow, let's go back to Northwest Secondary. So it's 3 points for Northwest Secondary for picking up that answer from Madia Secondary. Now it's Northwest Secondary. Crystal, here's your question. Apart from the 3 main rivers, you know which they are, Essecobo, Demerara, and Berbice River, I want you to name 2 other rivers in Guyana. We have lots of rivers in Guyana. So give me the name of 2 other rivers apart from our 3 big ones.
Cuyuni and the Mazaruni
Oh,
River.
yes, absolutely, for 5 points. Cuyuni, Mazaruni, Rupununi, Potaro, Waini, even part of the quarantine, not the whole thing. You know, for those of you, the separation there, Suriname, owns quite a bit of the quarantine, but we get the bank. We get the bank. All right. Apart from the two popular groups of Amerindians, the Arawaks and the Caribs, similar kind of question, Shelley. I want you to give me the name of two other groups or tribes of Amerindians, apart from the Arawaks and Caribs.
Patamono,
Yeah.
Iwapiciano.
Yeah. For 5 points. And again, you had quite a choice there, the Warao, the Waiwai, the Makushi, and so forth. The 9 tribes altogether, so quite a collection. Okay, we're moving along now nicely. Gracelyn, name 2 animals that appear on the coat of arms of Guyana. Give me the name of 2 animals that appear on the coat of arms of Guyana.
The jaguar and the kanji pheasant.
Yeah, for 5 points. The jaguar and the kanji pheasant. All right, now, Leon, similar kind of question. I want you to name me 2 crops that appear on the coat of arms of Guyana.
Rice and sugar.
Say that again.
Rice and sugar.
Rice and sugar. Yep, for 5 points. They're rice and sugar plants. You know, they're holding up, the jaguar holding them up in their hand. You can see them there. The 2 of our main agricultural crops. Well, we didn't do too badly there. We're not giving you the score right now, but we'll be taking a break in this quarterfinal number 4. It is between Northwest Secondary School and Madia Secondary School in our Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023.
The Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023 is organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Iwakurama International Center. It involves 16 secondary schools from across the 10 regions of Guyana, testing their knowledge in areas such as the environment, social studies, and current affairs. It aims to inform, educate, and entertain.
Welcome back. We're into our second segment of competition. If you recall, those of you who've been following us at home, you would know that this is the team segment. And in this segment, we allow the teams to consult. In the other segments, we don't. They have to answer individually. But this one, we give them 10 seconds. They group together and they come up with an answer. And one of them will give me that answer. So the first question is going to Northwest Secondary. And this question, it's this. Because of global warming and the increased melting of ice caps, what will that result in? Because of global warming and melting of the ice caps, it will result in something. I want you to tell me what that will result in, the melting of the ice caps at the 2 poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. 10 seconds. All right, that's about 10 seconds. I seem to have lost my bell. Somebody stole it, I think. I'll find it back. This answer will come from Angelica from Northwest Secondary. What will the melting of the ice caps result in?
Flooding and the rise of the sea level.
The rising of sea levels. Generally, that's what we're looking at. Because it's a lot of ice, it's melting, and it has to melt and go somewhere. It goes into the sea, and the sea rises. 5 points. So, now we go to Madia. Javina, here's the question for your group. Why is this bad, this sea level rise for Guyana and a number of other developing countries? Why is sea level rise bad for Guyana and a number of other countries? 10 seconds. All right. Northwest was back in a hurry. Maria, this answer I'll get from Jovina.
Because it can cause flooding and drainage.
Yes, it will cause flooding, but why will it cause flooding?
Because the sea level rise and
I know. But why would it cause flooding in Guyana and countries like ours?
because Guyana is 1 meter below sea level.
That's correct. That's what we're looking for. Guyana's coast. Guyana's coast. The interior is very high, actually. Parts of the interior where you guys come from, Northwest Secondary and Madia, that's very high. But on the coast, where a lot of the population is, we're below sea level. Right now, we're fighting at high tide. Anyway, we're going back, so both teams picked up their first question. Now we're going to Northwest Secondary, a history question. During slavery in Guyana, there are at least 3 notable slave rebellions in various parts of the country. And there were leaders for each of the slave rebellion. I want you to give me the name of 2 of the leaders of 2 different slave rebellions during our history, during that period of slavery. Right? 2 leaders of slave rebellions in Guyana. 10 seconds. they both bounced back to the table. I didn't even have time to begin checking my watch. All right, so this question is for Crystal, that from Northwest Secondary. So I need 2 answers for this for you to get your full marks. Go ahead.
Coffee and Damien.
Coffee and Damon would work. The 5 points. Yeah, Coffee from the 1763 rebellion. Damon, of course, from Belle Alliance on the Essequibo. And there was also Quamina on the east coast of Demerara, that famous slave rebellion. Okay, well, you are going to get your question, Maria. And here it is. I'll get the answer from Shelley. I want you to name one group of Guyanese who came to Guyana as indentured laborers from Europe, and one group that came to Guyana as indentured laborers from Asia. So 2 answers. One group that came from Europe and one group that came from Asia as indentured laborers after slavery. 10 seconds. Okay, Shell, you have my answer,
Yep.
please.
Chinese from Asia and and Portuguese from Europeans.
Okay, we'll give you your 5 points for that. Yes, the Portuguese from Europe and the Chinese from Asia. Of course, you also had the East Indians from Asia that you could have included in that group. Now we're going back to Northwest Secondary. We're doing great on this segment. Everybody's holding on to their question. That's good. Name 2 populated islands in the Essequibo River. There are many, many islands. Some have 1 or 2 people. We're not talking about those. We're talking about communities. So I want you to give me the name of 2 populated islands in the Essequibo River. 10 seconds. Okay, that's 10. Northwest Secondary, it's Graceland that I'll get this answer from.
Fort Island and Monkey Island.
No, dear. Remember I said communities of people. They may have 1 or 2 people, but that wouldn't work. Sorry. Leon. Too long, Leon. You have Awakener. You have Leguan. You have Hog Island. Those are big communities. Wakenham and Leg One, I think the whole of Guyana should know that those are very populated islands. In fact, we had in our quiz Essecobo Island Secondary School coming from Wakenham. And that's a big school. All right, so nobody got any points for that, but Leon, you can give me the correct answer for this and get 5 points. I want you to name 2 mountain ranges of Guyana. Name me 2 mountain ranges of Guyana. Of course, you get to consult with your colleagues for 10 seconds. All right, that's time. Leon, do you have an answer for, well, 2 answers for me?
The Roraima mountain range and
No, we're talking about mountain ranges. We're not talking about individual mountains. You're saying Roraima. That wouldn't work, Leon. Gracelyn,
The Pacaramas
1.
and
Sorry, too long. Pacaramas, Kanuku, those are popular ones that I think even on the coast we know about them. And you come from the interior, so you should. And there's the Imataka and Kamoa, and this one I really didn't know until I looked in the book, the Sierra Acarai. That's by Brazil, way down south. But Kanuku and Pacaramas is the big one. And Leon, we couldn't give you that because you gave me the name of a mountain, not a mountain range. All right? So nobody got any points for that. And we'll come down to the end of our questions for the team segment. What we will do is we'll take a break. Then we'll go to our scorers and we'll give you at home an update. I'm sure the teams want to know an update as well of the score between this matchup in Northwest Secondary and Madhya Secondary in our Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023.
The Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023 is organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Ewakrama International Center. It involves 16 secondary schools from across the 10 regions of Guyana, testing their knowledge in areas such as the environment, social studies, and current affairs of Guyana. It aims to inform, educate, and entertain.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, we are getting into our final segment of this matchup between 2 of our interior, well, not interior, I call them heartland. It's the heartland of Guyana. Interior sounds like, far away, but it's really where the riches of Guyana are. Northwest Secondary in Region 1, Madhya Secondary, Region 8, wonderful things out there in terms of the riches of Guyana and the beauty of Guyana as well, rather than just mudflat and mudflat and mudflat, if you know what I mean. All right, well, let's just remind you that we do have standby players from each of the schools, so if our camera can pick them up in our audience, we have from Northwest Secondary, Ms. Rosalina Passad. Just give us a wave so they'll know. And from Madhya Secondary, Amelia Gomes. Good. And our scorers now, very important, 2 teachers, 1 from each of the 2 schools, and of course our senior official from the Ministry of Education. There you have at the scorers table Ms. Ria Chan from Northwest Secondary. We also have our Ministry of Education senior official, Ms. Keisha Paul, and from Madhya Secondary, Ms. Nadine Palaya. Well, a big thank you to them because they've given me an update of the score. They're still working. They still have to stay with us till the end of the matchup. But so far, let's give you the score. Madhya Secondary, 20 points. Northwest Secondary, 28 points. So a little bit of a difference there, but you know what happens? Anything can change if one side misses and the other side picks up, and so forth. So we're getting into our final segment of our competition. We start with CARICOM questions for both sides. First of all, Northwest Secondary, Angelica. Which CARICOM country or member state has the largest population? Which CARICOM island member state has the largest population?
Barbados.
10 seconds.
Barbados.
Barbados is not correct. Javina,
Argentina.
say it.
Argentina.
Argentina is not part of CARICOM unless they applied and so on. No, it's Jamaica. So nobody got any points for that one. And now we're going to Javina. Which CARICOM country has the largest land area? Which CARICOM country or member state has the largest land area?
Trinidad and Tobago.
No, that's not right. So, Northwest Secondary, give me the name of a CARICOM member state. A CARICOM member state that's not an island. Give me the name of a CARICOM member state that's not an island.
Belize.
Belize for 3 points. Yeah. Now, let's go back to Northwest Secondary. And this is about Guyana now. Northwest Secondary. When did Guyana officially become an independent nation? When did Guyana officially become an independent nation?
On February the 23rd.
Sorry?
On February the 23rd.
That's not right. Shelley,
May 6, 1966.
May 6th?
May 26.
Sorry?
May 26.
Go ahead.
May 26th of May 1966.
26th of May 1966, correct. Our Independence Day. Right? And now, Shelley, your question. When did Guyana become a republic? Give me the date and the year when Guyana became a republic.
23rd February 1970.
23rd of February 1970 will work for 5 points. All right, and Northwest Secondary, your question. Which national agency is responsible for the administration and management of all state forest lands? Which national agency, that is from the government side, is responsible for the administration of the management of all state forest lands in Guyana? The name of that agency. Nothing coming there, Leon. Sorry, Leon, too long. The Guyana Forestry Commission. They're in charge of forest and forest lands. And now, Leon, your question. Name the minister responsible for natural resources under which forests, etc. fall. Give me the name of the government minister responsible for natural resources. 10 seconds. Too long, Leon. Graceland. Nothing there. Minister Vikram Bharat. Minister Vikram Bharat. Natural Resources Minister. All right, so nobody gets any points for that. And that has brought us down to the end of all our questions. In fact, in this final segment, what we will do is we'll take a short break and then consult our scorers to find out what is the final score, and which of these two teams will be moving on to the semi-finals of the Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023.
The Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023 is organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education and Iwakurama International Center. It involves 16 secondary schools from across the 10 regions of Guyana, testing their knowledge in areas such as the environment, social studies, and current affairs. It aims to inform, educate, and entertain.
Welcome back, welcome back. Well, I'm looking at the scorecard thanks to our scorers, Ria Chan from Northwest Secondary and Nadine Palayan, our two teachers, and of course Ms. Keisha Paul from the Ministry of Education. Our best player for this matchup is from Madhya, our second player there on the Madhya table, Shelly Gavaya. So congratulations to her. And now the final scores. Madhya Secondary came up with a total of 28 points, Northwest Secondary 31 points, and the winners. So that was very, very close. It's probably the closest we've gotten so far. So it's Northwest Secondary that will be moving in to our semi-final segment of the competition, but good try, Madhya. You came far and you just got pipped at the last moment by your friend and neighbor in Region 1. So congratulations and thank you all for joining us for another in this series of the Secondary School Environmental Quiz 2023, organized by the EMC Foundation in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Iwukrama, and Exxon Mobil Foundation as support.